How we doing, B?
Got everybody in. It's a pretty spirited scrimmaging session there.
It was. Actually, the whole practice was pretty spirited. And that was my challenge to them. You know, as we go into practice 7, the first time we put the full gear on, first time we live it up, I was most proud to see them be spirited at the beginning, knowing that they were going to scrimmage at the end. We had work to do in the first hour of practice. You get to the fun stuff where you actually get to go live and things, but we got a lot of work done today.
7 practices in, what stands out the most to you?
Probably the offensive line. Just the way they're starting to come together. We look completely different than when we walked in the door here 2 years ago at that spot. It's still meshing. We're still trying to find that right combination of guys. But I think that they've got some connection. They've got something that's a little bit different. And I think we can build on from what we had last year.
Desmond has a year of starting experience under his belt. Does that show in spring ball?
It does. It does. We held him out a little bit there before spring break. He had a little bit of a toe issue, but he came back today. And when it goes live, I mean, he's a competitor, and I think that's what people around him feel it. And we always say leaders make others around him better. Desmond does a great job at making everybody around him better.
Tavion had a long touchdown run. Kind of an embarrassment of riches at that position.
It is. It is. We've got the best thing going. We've got a healthy competition in that room. There's 4 guys that could carry the ball 25 times a game. You know, not that they've all proven that they could do that, but Michael has, obviously, but Dokes really hasn't proven that. You know, in his first year that we were with him, you know, he had some of those games. Chuck hasn't quite proven that, but I know he can. And then Tavion. So I think what it gives us is that healthy competition to make them all better.
Anybody jump out that's maybe not a familiar name to Bearcat fans?
I mean, kind of those tailbacks sometimes, I'm not sure they're familiar names. I think the thing that's unique is the amount of guys you're playing a little bit on defense. I mean, nobody knows Majay Sanders just yet. He's a young defensive end that played a little bit last year, but he's really come. He's a guy that when you press play, he's not always right, but he strains. He goes really hard. He's passionate about the game. He loves the game, and there's some great things coming from him.
Jeremy Cooper, another one that guys people don't know.
He's one of the reasons why I say what I'm most impressed with so far right now is the offensive line. It's because of guys like that. You know, I don't bring them up by name because when you can bring up one, you got to bring up all 5.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I mean, big physical guy. I mean, you know, we're going to be really strong inside, and you know, he's still young, but really a physically strong group as we continue to mesh together.
You've been doing this a long time. How rare is it for any redshirt freshman to get first-team reps on an offensive line?
It's rare. You know, and he got some reps last year, which I think is what really helped him. We bounce him back and forth between center and guard, but he's a very intelligent guy. He's a passionate guy about the game of football, and since he's walked in the door to now, he's completely changed his body and everything. So there's some great things that come from him as well.
Wide receiver, is it because of the cornerback situation? Is it tough? How do you get a read on that room with having?
I think you got to have some success, you know, and I don't care who you're going against. The job is to catch the ball. The job is to get open. The job is when you have an opportunity, you got to make a play, regardless of whoever you're playing against. So I think the ability to create some momentum in there, give them some opportunities. Maybe they are going against the 2nd or 3rd team guy. That guy's battling his butt off too, but I think the ability to have some positive in that room can generate some momentum. We got to create some more competition in that room. And the way we're doing that right now is, well, you're going to play with how many tight ends on the field, how many wide receivers on the field, how many tailbacks on the field. Find a way to get the best 11 guys out there so they can compete.
Does some of the depth at tight end and running back make you want to experiment with some different types of
I think we will continue to do that because the job as a coach is to find a way to get the best guys on the field. Sometimes it's a little bit easier defensively. Sometimes offensively, you got to really work at it and try to make sure you can hone it within your system. But that's the challenge to us as coaches.
When you see Wiley and Taylor lined up on the outside, like you guys were there at the end, does that just kind of open up some thoughts?
It does, but it can also open up some things inside as well. So the ability to have that balance, to give those guys an opportunity to see if they can actually make the play. We know they've got the ability, but there's a difference when the ball's in the air. Do you have that instinct to go get it?